Y'all got goals though this year?
Goals? Oh,
Yeah.
I'll go last. I've been talking for a minute.
come back to me. You got one? You got one?
Obviously, weight. Like high school and everything, I wasn't like D1 athletic, but I was to a point where I was getting in shape, and I believe my sophomore year, like my grandma passed away, and so like I didn't really care about a lot of things, and so like one of those things was weight, and so growing up, like I used to always kind of be active in some way, so it wasn't an issue, but like for those who know, like when you leave high school and you go to college, like doing certain things, you have to do that for yourself. There is no like someone to say, hey, you gotta take PE or something, or like you gotta do this and that. Like you have to make time for that. And so, right now I'm trying to make time to, what I'm saying, work on myself, focus on myself. You know what I'm saying, and get my license and finishing my degree. So I'm trying to do all that right now. That's my goals for the year.
Okay. My goals. Honestly, I feel like I am living it up as we speak right now. Um, Past years, I've been like very nonchalant about like my life and just like everything. I just go with the flow type of guy. That was always me growing up. But I didn't have like set hobbies. Like I always had like, well, I had hobbies, but I didn't have like any passions. And so I feel like goals for this year is just like YouTube and like with this group, that's definitely a goal. And like my personal YouTube, I don't know where I'm gonna take that, but just getting that off the ground, maybe Twitch. Um,
Yes, sir.
yeah, but this is the main goal, and then like a secondary like main goal is just me dancing and um, pursuing that. I don't know where that's gonna take me. I might. I guess like a goal with dancing is I want to travel. I want to be able to like travel to different competitions, workshops, and just teach and share my creative style with dance. So I'm gonna get there someday. I'm still starting. Uh, Believe it or not, uh, birthday's coming up, and I actually started doing dance around my birthday week, and that was 2 years ago. And so, I mean, like I always danced, but I never like actually danced. Like
Yeah.
listening to the music and doing all the dance like style types. That was like 2 years ago. So yeah, coming up on like the third year of just like learning and continue. It's a continuous process. So yeah, that's my goals for this year and going down the line.
Okay.
And that's a universal goal for all of us too, like
Yeah.
trying to
Mhm.
build a channel and figure that out. So yeah, bear with us too, what I'm saying? Like it's not easy, what I'm saying? We're not gonna probably do this, as much as we would like to. But it's a process and that's what it is.
Right.
Y'all don't know if y'all know Joel Embiid, he always says trust the process. So that's what we got, that's what we're doing right now. We're trusting the process. So that
Yeah.
is a universal goal for everybody, other than our own person.
Right. So yeah, for us, like we're all adults now, so we're we have our lives, we have our jobs, we have school, whatever the situation may be. But yes, like we said, like bear with us. We're trying our best, making time and being committed to this and everything. So yes, again, bear with us. Thank you guys for tuning in with us, of course. But for me, my goals, given that we had 2020. Let's not talk about it. But
For sure.
2020 was quite the year for everybody. So I feel like for most of us being cooped up in the house and not having jobs or not doing anything, not being able to go outside and do stuff. For me, I'm especially this year, especially now that it's starting to get nice out. I'm trying to be outside like all the time. I'm trying to travel. Because I wanted to travel a lot last year, but COVID happened, they were like, you know what, we're shutting everything down. So at that point, I was like, well, man, I got my passport last year. I was ready to go. That's what it was. But at that point, I'm just like, look, I'm trying to go places. Trying to live my best life. You know, you'll live once, so make the best of it. So that's me personally.
For me, I've been, I've kind of developed a new model for myself. I actually heard this quote back. For those of you who are Vikings fans, Everson Griffin, his last year before he had moved on from the team, he had a quote that he said all year was, "If you want it, go get it," and that's kind of like a mantra or kind of something I kind of built into myself. I actually painted this painting. It's a football helmet, and behind it says, "If you want to, go get it." But the colors in the picture kind of, they represent something to me. So like I believe the letters are red, and that represents my grandma. And the helmet is gray, but on the side of the helmet is the number 75, and the face shield on it is it's blue. So the number in the face shield are blue, and that represents my mother. So for me, kind of going on this year, I want to be able to get to a point where I can, take care of my mother, my friends, family. Like, Lord willing, I do make it to the NFL. That for me, I want to be able to spoil the people around me. I want to go to this place, travel to this place. I want to drive these cars. I want to do this stuff. If you want it, go get it. Life is hard. And so many people kind of get stuck behind the fact that they can't, do certain things. But the thing is with that quote, I don't say I can't do things or I never do things, or if I do things, I'm going to go do those things. I want to go to these places. I want to do these things, So, I look in the mirror almost every day. If you want it, go get it. Like, it's yours, I want to do this podcast, so I with these guys, so I wanted it. Here we are. We went to go get it. Now it's just about opportunity going forth. So just that quote for me, it just kind of pushes me out there, and it helped me to stop being afraid. Because I used to be afraid of saying I wanted to be in the NFL, because football, it runs so deep in me, and there's like a huge story behind it that we'll get into one day, but I want it that bad, so I'm going to work for it. I want to give my mother the best, life I possibly can, so I'm going to go get whatever opportunity I can, whether it's within sports, it's podcasts, whatever it is, so that's those are my goals, of just kind of doing things for other people. And I'm realistically, and I'm not cocky about this, but I'm one of those humble people that, I do things for other people. It's not often I actually do things for myself, So I'm one of those people, I will literally go out of my way to do something for others. That's just, what I do, So that's just kind of where I live, If you want it, go get it. So that's what I'm all about.
Right on.
What did you say? Beautifully said.
Oh. I thought you said 50 Cent.
I
was like, what? He said 50 Cent. 50 Cent.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, those are pretty good goals. I like those. So I see we had, high standards for ourselves, and we out here trying to live our best life. And your nephew is really going ham in that room.
It's looking like that's all the time we have for today's episode.
I guess.
It's running around an hour and some 30 minutes.
Really? We do this for an hour and 30 minutes?
Wow.
All right. Well, that was a great first episode. I think we can, close out. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Appreciate it.
No vibes.
I just gotta ask y'all one question. Did you guys think that the shrimp were gonna be living lavish in the cinnamon toast crunch?
Cut it.
And then they were like,
cut it.
Cutting off the tails, and they were like, oh, we ain't
knowing that it was cinnamon toast crunch, I probably would have ate it anyway.
And that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for tuning into the Bros Chat, where we are the bros and we chat. Stay tuned for our new episode and be sure to
like, subscribe,
Share.
Comment.
share,
We do this
comment,
for the
comment.
bros.
hit the bell.
save it. Save it on
it's for
Instagram.
the
Make it into
bros,
your favorites.
Yeah,
but it's
don't
for
be
everybody
afraid.
to enjoy.
We're black owned. We're black.
Black.
Support us.
Black Lives Matter. You already know what it is.
Please, always.
CLM.
BLM all day. I'm Elijah.
The movement.
This is Monte, Junior, Jesse.
James.
Team Rocket's the name. Face the
That's all we have for today.
Till
Thanks,
next
guys.
time. Peace.
Deuces.
Hello, fellow bros and broettes. It is I, Junior, and it is the end of the video. So you know what you should do, and you should probably do it. And what you should do is what you should do. And I'm going to tell you what you should do, because if you if you don't know, now you know. Like, subscribe, and click that bell, because if you don't, then you will not see the content later on.